Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, now here I am with another horror movie review. And for my next review, this is going to be a review for the Blair Witch Project. so I would have made this review last night, but yeah, I was like kind of preoccupied last night because, yeah, last night the Diamondbacks defeated the Phillies in the National League Championship Series, and now finally, for the first time since they won the World Series in 2001, the Diamondbacks are finally going to the World Series again. And yeah, of course, like being an Arizonan, like really glad to see that the Diamondbacks are finally back in the World Series. And yeah, and hopefully against the Rangers, they will bring us another World Series championship finally. Hopefully, they won't choke like the Suns have for the last 3 years. Yeah, so go Diamondbacks. All right, anyway. Okay, so the Blair Witch Project. So, this is a very different kind of horror movie. In fact, it's a very different kind of movie altogether than, like, pretty much a lot of other movies. Yeah. This is not your typical feature film. Like, what this film is this is kind of a fictional documentary style film. Yeah, it's about three student filmmakers that are like trying to document this legend known as the Blair Witch. And so yeah, so they document like their hike throughout the woods to try to document it. Then as the film goes on, like there's like some mysterious stuff that is like happening around them, and they're really not sure what it is. Yeah, and as the film progresses, particularly like in the second half, it really does start to become like more mysterious and supernatural, and they really are just like wondering what the hell is really going on. And yeah, and with it like not being like a um supposed to be like a document Henry. Like the quality for this film, like it's not like just a regular film quality. This film has like uh, video quality from like something that's like shot on a camcorder. So yeah, so it's like a so it pretty much is just like a basically just like a home video style picture quality for this film, and that was like the idea for the film since it's like supposed to be like intended as like a just a documentary, a home video style film, and not necessarily like a actual feature film. Yeah. So yeah, so yeah, if you so yeah, so they like try to like pull this like film off, like saying like as if like it really happened and it was just like footage that was found. But yeah, this is like a fictional film. Like it's not like actually like this stuff like didn't actually happen. So yeah, so yeah, because like if you see the poster of the film, and even like at the very beginning of the film, like it says how like in October of 1994, three student filmmakers disappeared in the woods near Burkesville, Maryland, or Burkittsville, Maryland, and while shooting a documentary, and a year later, their footage was found. So yeah, so they tried to like play it off as like this stuff actually happened and it was just found footage, but yeah, that's not what it is. Yeah, this isn't just like some lost footage. This was actually like just this was a fictional film that like this was all just like scripted. Like this wasn't like something that actually happened. Yeah. So yeah, so don't let like what it says in the beginning and on the poster make you think that it was real because it wasn't. Yeah. So yeah, so as far as how this film really is, yeah, people really just seem very split on this film. Like, there are people that like it, and there are people that don't. Yeah, some have called it like a scary film, and among like the scariest films of all time. And there are others that just like say it's stupid and really just like a whole bunch of shaky cam, and it really is just like a dumb film. So yeah, people will really either feel like a one way or the other about the film. As far as how I feel about it, um, I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's a horrible film, but to be honest, it's not really one of my favorites. Just yeah, this kind of a tone for a film I'm really not into. Like I said, it really is like based around like supernatural stuff with the students really trying to um look into the legend of the Blair Witch. Which and they're and a lot of pretty much like for this film, it really is them just like filming their like attempt to try to learn about it and try to see if it's true or not. Yeah, and and it really is just like them like hiking throughout the woods and them seeing like all the unusual stuff that's happening around them, such as like some sticks breaking, and and some stuff disappearing, and just like hearing some noises and stuff like that. Yeah, and then towards the end of the film, one of the students ends up disappearing, and the other two were trying to find him. Yeah, and he's nowhere to be found. And then at the very end of the film, they they do can like hear him calling, and as they're trying to look for him, then we get the big climax of the film where like they end up being attacked by something, and then it just like cuts. Like you just see like they're like they drop their cameras, and then you just like there's just like you don't see or hear anything, and it just ends. So so the film like does kind of really start pretty slow, especially like in the first half, and the second half it really does pick up when like there's like a lot more like the supernatural stuff happening, and then that's when it like really does start to become more intense. As I was watching this, I wasn't really particularly scared of it. Like I didn't really find it to be scary per se, but it was really like more just it was more mysterious than it was actually scary. And that's personally the way I feel about it. So it really just seems to be like kind of a just a film that I watched it, and to be honest, it really didn't leave much of an impact on me. So this really probably isn't a film that I really am going to be coming back to watch all the time. So there are definitely like a lot of horror films that I will definitely take over this one. Yeah. Now as far as recommending it, uh, I really don't know if I would actually recommend this film. Say it's really worth watching. Like it really is just going to come down to really what you're into. If you're a fan of horror films and you do like the supernatural stuff, then you may like the film. But yeah, at the same time, like I said, with this film like being intended to be like a fictional documentary with just like home video footage basically. Like if you can really put up with that and a bunch of shaky cam, then maybe you could also enjoy it. But yeah, if that's something that really does annoy you with a lot of shaky cam and just the fact that it's like lower quality video footage, then you're probably not gonna like this film either. So I just really don't know what else I can really say. I mean, I guess it is worth checking out once just to really decide what you really think about it, because yeah, like I said, just people are very split on this film, with like some people liking it and others not. So it really is. So I really can't guarantee which way you really will feel about this film. So yeah, so just to draw your own conclusion to it and what you think of it, you're just gonna have to watch it and decide what you really do think about it. So yeah, so that's really the best way I can put it. So yeah, so I just really don't know what else to say about it. So yeah, so so I don't really think there's really much of a point actually like going through the premise of the film because honestly, there's really not a premise. It's like it really is just like a whole bunch of different and, pieces of like a fictional documentary footage, and with them just like documenting like their journey throughout the woods and like what they end up going through once they end up eventually getting lost in the woods. And then, like I said, it's like a lot of the like the supernatural stuff happens, and it just becomes more intense in the second half of the film. And like I said, like one of the students ends up disappearing. And the other two are trying to find him. And then yeah, then as they are like hearing like the calls of his voice, like they're trying to find him but they can't. Then they eventually come across this like abandoned in a house to try to find him. And then yeah, then that's when like we do finally get like them being attacked by like some unseen sort of force. And then yeah, then like I said, like it just shows them dropping their cameras, and then yeah, then it just has the camera on the floor showing just it's like them from another, just like showing like a wall. Yeah, and then then it just like gets silent and it cuts to black. So yeah, so it does really do something to kind of show how like something does happen to all three of them, and like you really don't know what does happen. So yeah, it kind of does tie in with like the mystery what's happened with like the tagline for the film with like their footage being found. So yeah, so I guess it does do good at really like just like being very mysterious and not really like revealing what it is that actually does like attack them at the end and what's really out there. So, yeah, and like I've said before, like sometimes it really does make it scarier when you don't really like when you don't actually like see the monster or straight on, you just like know what's out there. And yeah, and that is like kind of the case here too, where like we don't actually like see any sort of monster or witches or anything, but yeah, just like we know like that something did like attack the other two at the end, but we really don't know what it was. So yeah, so just like keeping it more mysterious like that really just kind of make it more chilling. So yeah, so I guess like we can really like give that to this film, at least that like we don't actually like see any sort of monster or creatures is on screen. Like we just like there's like just unknown forces that end up attacking the other two students at the end. Yeah. So yeah, so at least it does that, yeah. And I guess like something like one of the things that this movie is also known for is like there's like that one part in the film where like you have like the girl in the film and like it has like the that like clip where like it kind of like has her like real close, kind of like from an overhead view with like showing like her nose and stuff like that. Yeah, that is something else that probably like this film is also known for as well. Yeah, so this film does at least have like some like moments like that that it is known for. So yeah, so I can't really say that this film doesn't really have anything to offer. So yeah, so all I can really say is just like yeah, give this film a watch and decide what you think about it if you haven't seen it, because I really can't guarantee that you'll like it or hate it. It really is just going to come down to what you can really like put up with and what you're really into. All right, so yeah, so as far as my final rating for the film, I guess I'd probably give it like I guess I'll give it 2.5 stars. All right. So yeah, so I know this was like kind of like a different kind of review than the ones that I've been doing, but yeah, just this is just like a totally different film altogether, and you really just like it really doesn't really make sense for me to really like talk about it the normal way that I do review movies. Yeah. So yeah, so hopefully like this review was all right for you guys. All right. So yeah, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. All right. So this is my review of the Blair Witch Project. So I hope you guys did enjoy this review, and so thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more horror movie reviews coming. All right, so thanks for watching, and and I'll see you guys later.